They say, if someone knocks on your door at 3 a.m., never open it. Because it might not be human. It is often believed that 3 a.m. is the active time of unliberated ghosts.
David, 27 years old, lives alone in a rented house. He's a freelance video editor who often stays up late.
Staying up late every day to finish work was too familiar to David. Repeating like a cycle that made his life extremely tiring. David working. Half a cup of coffee. Dark circles under his eyes. The monitor's blue light glowing on his face. At this moment, the clock strikes exactly 3 a.m. David freezes. He turned back to look behind him, silent for a long time. The quiet space made David's back cold. Thinking mind.
It must have been the wind knocking on the door.
He turned back to his desk. The knocking came again. This time louder, faster. David quickly took the flashlight, slowly walked to the door, gently opened the door and looked out. It was pitch black outside and there was no one around. But on the damp ground, there were human footprints, wet, clearly imprinted with each shoe. He followed the footprints with the flashlight, but they stopped in the middle of the yard, and then disappeared. He muttered.
Someone must be playing a joke.
He closed the door and returned to his desk. Suddenly a dark shadow passed behind David. He went into the bathroom to wash his face to wake up. When he opened the door, suddenly a dark shadow appeared in front of him, causing David to panic and fall. The dark shadow gradually approached David. A soft voice rang out.
Thanks for opening the door.
As soon as the sentence ended, the lights suddenly went out, and the surroundings were covered in darkness. David panicked and ran out of the living room, his heart pounding. After a while, David finally made it to the living room. He turned on the TV really bright and smoked a cigarette to calm himself down. After a terrifying silence enveloped the room. Suddenly the phone rang, startling David. David picked up the phone. An unknown number without a name appeared on the screen. He was confused. After hesitating for a few seconds, David decided to answer the phone. On the other end of the line, a soft female voice rang out.
Are you cold? Are you okay?
David did not have time to answer before the other end of the line hung up. David looked into the mirror on his phone. Saw another face reflected back, a face drenched in tears. White eyes staring straight back at him. He threw the phone. The lights flickered continuously. Shadows flickered around the house. The knocking came again, loud and urgent. Suddenly the door flew open, the wind blew hard. Papers flew all over the room. A wet figure walked in. Face unclear. Only the sound of dripping water could be heard. David backed away in fear. The lights flickering, then off. Then out. Only heavy breathing remained. The image of the girl gradually disappeared. The room became quiet without a sound. The next day, the neighbors discovered David mysteriously missing. The door was wide open with a puddle of water in the middle of the house. Next to it was a sign.
Today it's your turn.